Hey Stampers, it's Judy Klock coming to you today for another version of my Countdown to Christmas Live at Lunch. I am currently upstairs in my kitchen because my husband is off from work today and he is actually down in my craft room helping to finish up that space. When we moved into our new house, he said he would finish the basement himself. So I don't want to impede any forward progress. So I figured I'd just move up here, get this recorded, and then have it for you. Now, if you're like me, you have a lot of designer series paper sitting around your craft room. And I want to teach you today how to take that paper and make a beautiful bow that you can use for any occasion. These are going to be your holiday bows for Christmas presents, or you can make different paper and make birthday bows or Valentine's Day bows, or whatever you want. It's a really very simple process. So what we're going to need is we're going to need 8 strips of designer series paper cut to 5.5 by 1 inch. And 5 strips cut to 4.5 by 1 inch. So 8, 5.5 by 1, 5, 4.5 by 1. Next, take whatever you have handy, your bone folder, a pen, and put a little bit of a bow in these strips. All right. Then we're going to take our liquid glue. I'm going to pull my silicone mat here just in case I get messy. I'm going to put in a little bit of glue on one end of it. And I'm going to fold it. I want to fold it so that I form a nice point right there. So you're going to do this with all 8 strips. You're going to put a little bit of glue on one end, fold them till you get that nice point, and just hold it until that glue sets. It doesn't take very long to set. It will set up fairly quickly. And once you've got all of your 8 little bows or 8 little, I don't know what to call, pointy things together, then you want to start putting them together in sets of 2. We're just going to come here and we're going to attach these 2 together. Okay, so we've got that. Then we're going to take, so we've got 2 sets of 2, and we're going to make this now be a set of 4. And this would like one of the bottom layers of our card. So we're going to make 2 of these layers with the 5.5 by 1 inch strips. So once we've got those 2 layers together, we're going to interlock them or put them together. So we're going to put this next strip, we're going to lay these so that these kind of fill in right where those holes are. Okay, and again, we're just going to hold this for a minute. This is where my pen comes in handy. So I can hold it down in case I get glue on my fingers, which I did. And once we've got that done, we're going to do the same thing with our 4.5 strips. We're going to need 4 of our 4.5 by 1 inch strips. That last one is going to become that circle in the middle. So we're only going to have 1 layer of the 4.5 inch by 1 inch. Same thing, you're just going to fold them so you get that nice crisp point. Okay. We'll do this on this one. And then we're going to interlock these again and form that group of 2. And then we're going to get a group of 4. All right, there we go. I hope everyone went out and voted today or is planning on going out to vote. A lot of important elections going on. So make sure you exercise your right and go out and vote for the best candidate that you think will do the job for us. Okay. And that's my PSA for the day. Now I'm going to go ahead and lock these 2 here. In case anybody's watching doesn't know it, I am in Virginia, and there's a very hotly contested governor's race. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today. All right, so we've got that done, and we're going to, again, this is the other group of 4.5 by 1 inch. Okay, there we go. So I know that all of you have tons of designer series paper sitting in your house because basically we're all paper hoarders. We know this about ourselves. If you're a paper crafter, you have a paper stash somewhere. This is a great way to use that stash up. Now we're going to go ahead and put this right in there. It's going to fit right in there. And again, we're alternating where we're placing our little points. I'm just going to hold that in there. Again, just this liquid glue, it does kind of really adhere pretty quickly. So you just need to hold it for a few seconds. Right, and then our last little 4.5 by 1, I am going to go ahead and make this into a circle. And again, you can make it as big or as little as you want. I'm just gonna, again, hold this just for a bit. And then we're going to go ahead and put this right in the middle of our bow. All right, so how great is this? It's pretty easy to do. It doesn't really take a lot of time. I mean, obviously we did it right here in our little live at lunch. So you can see how well it's coming together. Let me get my finger out of there. Okay, make sure that stays. And the last thing we want to do is we're going to flip our bow over, and we're just going to put on a little bit of glue here. And again, you know, you don't necessarily need to do this if you don't want to, but you know, if you want to make that underside look just more finished, we're just going to put that one little 1 inch by 1 inch piece of DSP right there to cover up that seam. And there you have it. There is your paper bow. I hope you'll give this a try. It's really fun and it's really easy to do. That's it for me for this edition of Countdown to Christmas Live at Lunch. I'll see you all next week. Bye.